Hello again. We're at Cannon Hall Farm, and this is a Lucky Pup restaurant here, and it's a dog-friendly cafe, and Finn loves it here. He absolutely loves to come. It's one of our regular haunts because we can bring Finn in here and have some breakfast, and as you can see, he's eager to get in there. But this is Cannon Hall Farm, and they have a wonderful farm shop here, and it's our regular haunt for produce and whatever. Today we're going to buy several steak pies. We'll talk about that much more in detail later, but we're going to buy a steak pie from Cannon Hall Farm. We're going to buy a supermarket steak pie and various different butchers that we know, steak pies, take them home and test them. So we'll give you the results later. See you later. Hello again. This is Travels Around Britain. We're outside David Gawthorpe's, the butcher's, and we're going to buy a steak pie and take them all home and test them out. Hi, we're at Hinchcliffe's farm shop today near Netherton, in West Yorkshire, and I've got a little steak pie. I'm going to take this home and try them out, and we'll see you later. I'm in Goldcar, West Yorkshire, and I've just bought a steak pie from the Balstamore farm shop. Some good fodder in here, I can assure you that. We're going to take this home and try it. Hello again. It's Travels Around Britain today, and we're looking at different steak pies from Yorkshire to evaluate them and give you a rundown of a taste test. This is a Tesco, obviously from the Tesco supermarket. I've no idea when this was made. All these were made yesterday. Yeah, that could have been made a week ago, 2 weeks, who knows. Yeah, it's got a sell-by date on it, and it's £2.10p, so that's quite rather cheap. Yeah, but it's a supermarket. Yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Finn gets very excited when there's food on the table, and he wants it now. He will get to do a taste test later on. This is Balstamore Farm Shop, which is in Goldcar. Some nice produce in that. If you ever get a chance to go to that shop, go and get some nice produce. That was a total of £3.10p. And this is Hinchcliffe's, which is in Netherton, £3.75. This is Cannon Hall Farm, which is in Cawthorne, Barnsley. These are sort of West Yorkshire. And then beautiful pork pies there, and pies and pastries and things like that. I did say that in Yorkshire they're very good at making pastry. This one is David Gawthorpe's from Denby Dale, very famous for pies, and we're going to have a look at that one. £3.95. These were all made yesterday. I can't tell you when that was made, but it's not a problem. It's probably absolutely superb. But we're going to do a taste test. So now we're going to warm them up for just less than about a minute and a half, because that's where you would eat them, hopefully on a dinner table, warmed up a little bit. Okay, so here we are. We've laid them out now. Every pie has had just less than 2 minutes in the microwave, because these pies, when you buy them from the butcher's shop, they're already cooked, so they're ready to eat. Some people eat them cold if you want to pack lunch, or we take them home and have them with some peas and gravy or whatever, and you'd warm them up. So we're just going to cut this one up here first. This is Balstamore Farm. We're just going to go halfway and have a look at inside it. Finn's getting really excited now.
Oh, look at the meat inside there.
Look at that.
Full of meat.
Yeah. Now, I'll be honest with you, many years ago when I went down south, I used to go and get a steak pie, because I miss my steak pies, and I couldn't find one that didn't have gristle in it from supermarkets, where very difficult to find a farm shop down south at that time. So eventually I thought, I'll go to Marks and Spencer's. They produce good fodder, and I'll pay a little bit more and buy a pie from Marks and Spencer's. And guess what? I still found the dreaded gristle in their pies, and I'll be honest with you, that put me off forever. So these pies, I've never found a piece of gristle in a Yorkshire pie, a quality one anyway. So this is Balstamore Farm Shop. Banging. So much so, I'm going to have another bite of that one. I mean, look at that. The meat in there. It's quality. I must say, there's some of the best water in the world. It comes from the sky and it comes straight into the tap, Yorkshire water. Okay, that's superb, really, really nice. Beautiful, not a hint of anything else but beef in there. And this is one from Inchcliffe's, and that's in West Yorkshire as well. Cut that in half. The pastry is absolutely fantastic, as in most of these pies. Behave yourself. There you go. A bit more sort of, it looks a bit more mushy, but I mean that's just probably the way the meat goes. It's cooked previously and then put into a pie. There's always somebody after you, isn't there? We'll let that go for now. We'll get back to them later. That's nice. I must say, there's nothing wrong with all of these pies. It's just personal preference and personal taste. To be honest with you, I prefer that to this one, but I'm going to give this another chance and have another bite. There's sort of more chunks of meat in there than there is this one. This is a bit more sort of, I hate to use the word, but mushy. There's nothing wrong with that. Still nice. That's an 8.5. Definitely an 8.5. Nothing wrong with that, but that's better than that. I'd say that's a 7.9. Right, Cannon Hall Farm. We do go there quite a lot to buy other things, and Finn goes to his favourite restaurant there because they've got a dog-friendly restaurant, and he can have a little roast beef dinner. They do a doggy roast beef dinner. How about that? Right, just cut this in half. Yeah, there again, chunks of meat. Look, absolutely superb meat, cooked before and then put in there and then baked. Let me just have a taste of this. The meat is superb. Again, the pastry and the meat just melt in your mouth. Later, you're going to get fed in a minute. You're going to judge them all at one time. That is absolutely exceptional. I'll be honest with you, very exceptional. I'm going to give that an 8.7. Definitely an 8.7. Very, very good. Right, we're on to now this one here. This is Gawthorpe's. We go to Gawthorpe's quite a lot. Looks good. Finn is an exceptional food critic. Yeah, nice chunks of meat in there. A bit more to the pastry here, but that's okay. A bit more chewy, but the paste is quite nice, but quite different. Yeah, doesn't melt in your mouth as much as that one, but still a good pie. I'd say that's a 7.9. Definitely a 7.9. I'll clean my palate. Tesco. Relax, Finn, you're going to help me out in a minute. That looks really good. Looks superb. Just take a bite of that one. Pastry is not as good as any of these, but to be honest with you, it's not bad. It's just that very edible, just a typical supermarket steak pie. And I'm sure there's lots of preservatives in here to help it stay fresh on the shelf. No nice chunks of meat like there is in these ones here, but it's what it is. I'm going to give that a 5. Not bad and not good. It's a mediocre steak pie from a supermarket. So a 5. So overall, I would say that's the best one. That comes in at number 2. That comes in at number 3. And that comes in at number 4. And it's difficult. It really is difficult because I enjoy all of these pies. But as I say, that's just me. You could go there or here or wherever and say that's the best one or that's the best one. Yeah, and I would back you on that one. It's down to personal taste and choice, and obviously budget, because all the different prices, aren't they? £3.95, £3.95, £3.75, £3.10, and that's very good value. Very good value at £3.10. That one there, that's the cheapest, £2.10.